Hello guys, I'm Dan Johnson, one of the librarians here at Salem Public Library. A little before we closed, we published our picks for the best books of 2019. We're now sharing titles from that list that you can easily download on Cloud Library and Libby. I'm here to talk about Neal Stephenson's latest novel, Fall, or Dodge in Hell. If you're looking for something to keep you entertained for a while, this book clocks in at almost 900 pages. Stephenson is one of my favorite authors, but I often joke about the fact that he believes literature should be read by the pound. Technically, Fall is a semi-sequel to his earlier books, Rindy, as several of the characters from his earlier book reprise their roles in this newer one. But Fall is definitely a standalone work that doesn't require prior knowledge and can easily be read apart on its own. The novel is an ambitious, syncretic melding of cyberpunk fiction, creation mythology, and high fantasy. As someone who both loved the sci-fi worlds of William Gibson as well as the classical mythology of Hesiod, this book has been one of my favorite reads in recent memory. Dodge is a CEO and founder of a popular massive multiplayer online role-play game. He's semi-retired but still active in the game he created. After a routine medical visit goes cataclysmically wrong, Dodge dies suddenly. That kicks off a wild series of medical procedures to cryogenically freeze his body and preserve him until such a time as medicine advances and he can be brought back. He had written that into his will decades ago, having invested some of his video game company wealth in a cryo-freeze startup. But he had forgotten to update that part of his will, and he had honestly forgotten to mention it to the rest of his family. Fast forward to several decades after his death, and what's left of Dodge's consciousness is uploaded into a virtual afterlife. I hate to say more, as a large part of the fun of this book are all the bizarre hairpin turns that it takes, both in the real world and in the virtual one. It takes a great author to successfully balance the various genres, tones, and complex multi-threaded plot lines, but if you've read any of Stevenson's earlier books, you know that you're in the hands of a master. And if you haven't read Stevenson before, this book is a wonderful place to start.